When we think of Star Wars, we often think of goods, evil, of heroes and villains. But what makes our Star Wars story perfectly evil? Is it the complexity of the villain, the scale of their destruction, or something more nuanced? Let's start with the Grand Moff Tarkin from the original 1977 film. He's a masterclass in villainy. His calm, collected demeanor believes a ruthless ambition that drives him to commit atrocities on a galactic scale. He's a true believer in the Empire's ideology, and his actions are a direct result of that conviction. But what makes Tarkin's character truly evil is his complete lack of empathy. He's willing to sacrifice countless lives, including the innocent, to achieve his goals. He's a true utilitarian, believing that the ends justify the means. This lack of emotional connection to the people around him makes him a formidable foe and a compelling villain. On the other hand, we have Emperor Palpatine from the prequels and original trilogy. He's a master manipulator, using his cunning and intelligence to turn the galaxy against itself. He's a chameleon, able to adapt to any situation, and his power is almost limitless. But what makes Palpatine truly evil is his sheer megalomania. He's a narcissist, obsessed with his own power and legacy. He's willing to do whatever it takes to maintain his grip on the galaxy, including manipulating and sacrificing others. His evil is not just about destruction, but about control. Then there's Kylo Ren from the sequel trilogy. He's a complex, conflicted character, torn between his loyalty to the First Order and his own sense of morality. He's a product of his environment, raised by the evil Snoke, but he's also a product of his own desires and fears. What makes Kylo Ren's character truly evil is his willingness to commit atrocities in the name of his own ambition. He's a true believer in the First Order's ideology, but he's also driven by a desire for power and recognition. His evil is not just about destruction, but about self-aggrandizement. So what makes our Star Wars story perfectly evil? Is it the complexity of the villain, the scale of their destruction, or something more nuanced? I'd argue that it's a combination of all three. A perfectly evil Star Wars story is one that explores the gray areas between good and evil, that challenges our assumptions about the nature of morality, and that leaves us questioning the heroes and villains of the story. A perfectly evil Star Wars story is one that shows us the true horrors of the galaxy and the depths of human depravity. It's a story that makes us uncomfortable, that challenges us to confront our own complicity in the darkness of the universe. And it's a story that ultimately is a reflection of ourselves and the evil that we're capable of. So the next time you watch a Star Wars movie, pay attention to the villains. They're not just one-dimensional monsters, but complex, nuanced characters that challenge our assumptions about good and evil. They're the mirror held up to humanity, reflecting our own capacity for darkness and destruction.